go through here. Now we're almost caught up to where we were. Make the save file here. The power of the night glowstone was weakening. I'm not gonna use the night glowstone jewel? Okay. Now I go through here to find out it's flooded. Now pick up the ladder. What did that say? Underground water sleeping out? Yes, it is. Knowing you get this with the sword that he has. And out. And let's do this. It's locked, so it won't open. Hopefully I did everything right. Using that glowstone on this. I'm hoping I haven't messed anything up, but I definitely have an extra item this time I didn't have before. But it sounds like the big change is happening here. We read all the memo stuff before. I'm just looking at the stuff. Yay for old language stuff everywhere. Maybe I need to use one of the items here. Alright, just for my own sanity, I'm going to make a second save file here. That's the last save file, so I should be careful. Actually, I have a second one that obviously isn't used. Faintly, some light leaks in from above. Could this be a place? Could we connect to the outside? Maybe we have the glowstone, something different will happen. I'm gonna try. There's no Avil worrying over this. Let's try calling for help right now. Please let this lead to a different path. I'll be alright even if you don't worry, because I have a big voice and my throat is alright. Is someone there? If someone's there, please respond. Someone. Yeah. It'll be alright. Hey, we can just give up here. We can't just give up here. Oh boy, now here comes the spirit. Suga-kun? You don't need to make such a tormented face. Because Suga-kun, until now, you've always protected various people from the spirit, right? If so, then it'll be alright. Surely we'll be able to return safely today, too. He seems a little bit less certain about that. It'll be alright, because Suga-kun, when you were scared and cried, I also made a promise to protect you, Suga-kun. Alright, if it's decided like that, I'll need to raise a larger voice. So here comes the ghost. That night glow stick outside broke. But this voice is surely of a spirit like those children. Suga-kun? You can't go that way, even if it's not the Katori Bake. The spirit of that child has come in. Eh? This is a night glowstone. You want me to take it? Night glowstone is a protective charm, a purification stone. You can't... Hey, Suga-kun, by giving this to me, what do you intend to do? A beautifully polished night glowstone is giving off blue light in Suga's hand. Alright, here's where endings come and start splitting off. Let's start off by don't accepting it. But hey, we actually did the right thing. This is stuff for the different endings. This, you should have it, Suga-kun. I can't accept it. I don't want to make Suga-kun a victim any more than this. This forest is calling me. You don't need to become the victim, Suga-kun. Hey, Suga-kun? Why did you live for so many years in that museum where there's nobody anymore? Why didn't you just simply try to chase me away once you knew who I was? Why did you, when I said I wanted to know about my dead parents, allow me to stay there? That's a lot of questions. Suga-kun, you've been always trying to keep that promise, haven't you? It might not have been for my sake, but if it was, then please stop it. Let that promise be no more. Because I want to protect you, Suga-kun. So, Suga-kun, take that stone with you. Understood. I'll take the stone with me. But while I take that stone and go over to the other side, you will stay here. Because I'll come back for sure. Understood. And this time, I'll be calling for help, so don't do something reckless. You must absolutely come back. Because it's a promise. He seems happy about that and goes on out. Suga-kun. And I'm now controlling the game again. I'm gonna save over my first save file. This is no time to read. You say that. Oriental lamp. Old documents. Since he made a promise to return here. Let's try this then. Help, someone, someone, someone. Please, we're here and we can't get out. Someone, 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 we're experiencing some danger. Please, someone, please find us. This is Oni-san, are you here? Oni-san, as I thought you were here. Sakuma-chan. Hey, are you alright? Officer Machizuki, too. Ah, great, please help me out from here. Understood, just wait a little. Right now, I'll bring something you can climb. Good. With this, we can get out of here. But Suga-kun is still... Suga-kun! Ah, great, you were alright. You see, Sakuma-chan and Officer Mochizuki have noticed that we were here. It's alright now. Suga-kun? Oni-san, we've brought it. You guys quickly get up from there. And thus we climb. And then I was able to safely exit from that forest and that place underground. Sakuma-chan, who just saw me, cried out like a dog, and Officer Mochizuki made a bitter smile as if feeling relieved. Perhaps because Suga-kun also came to be relaxed a little, with an expression blurred by fatigue, he also let out a laugh. And I certainly cut the strung-up strain of tension and only remember abruptly collapsing right there. Whatever the case, I think it was truly great we were able to get out of that forest. Sakuma-chan and Suga-kun were alright. I was happy about that above all else. The next day, Suga-kun and Sakuma told me very strongly to go back. The Katorebake is still looking for you, Oni-san. Sakuma-chan, who said that with quite a serious face, had a terribly sad expression. But I was a little hesitant to say anything. It was because there was something I was anxious about. Of course, it was about Suga-kun. For me, who remembered everything in the past, my promise with Suga-kun was quite precious. Concerning at least just him, there's no way I could make him the victim and let him suffer. I, thinking that, couldn't go back in honest good judgment. As I was like that, Suga-kun smiled just a little and softly wrote a memo for me. Once the force has calmed down, it'd be fine for you to come again. Because in that time, I'll contact you. The words written in the pretty letters they wrote looked sincere in all respects. To my question of really, he nodded several times, so I could only swallow those words. And so I decided to return at least once eventually. So now I'll be returning back home. It's painful when I think that actually it's tiresomely for you, Suga-kun, but... Understood. Sakuma-chan also said that. But once it calms down, you absolutely contact me, alright? I have still not properly made any thanks. I am truly thankful, Suga-kun. I am glad I remembered that promise. Then, I'll be going now, because it's just about time the train will come. Suga-kun? Is that the night glowstone you had at that time, Suga-kun? Wait, what? Wait, just wait, Suga-kun. Hey, wait, just wait, Suga-kun. I don't want to forget anymore. Oh, he's erasing her memories. I hear the sound of a train. Thinking this is strange, I opened my eyes. When I did so, I was surprised in the bottom of my heart that I was actually riding a train. This train I've never seen before is merely running past places I've never seen before. How strange. I don't remember ever riding in such a train. Why am I riding a train in the first place? I tried searching my memory, but I couldn't remember anything. In any case, I asked the ticket inspector around the conductor whether the train stops at the station at my home. Doing so, it seems as if the train is running on the line far from the town where I live, and that I would need to change trains several times. More and more, I didn't know what was going on anymore, and my head puzzled over it. But in the end, I wasn't able to remember anything. In any case, I need to get back. Once I get back home, let's just sleep for now. Tomorrow, I'll need to visit my parents' grave. Even though I'm surely been visiting that grave almost every day, I somehow get the feeling I haven't visited for a while. While thinking these wandering thoughts in order to escape from the unusual affair, I continue gazing at the flowing scenery until the station of my next switch. It's just as if something precious has gone completely missing. I get the feeling that it is something I definitely shouldn't have forgotten. Where have I ended up losing such a thing? Before I knew it, my cheeks had become wet with tears. And another ending obtained. That makes 2 out of 5. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Now I need to still figure out what the... Because I know how to get the third ending, but then the last two are going to be trickier because there's one thing I need to figure out. Interesting, though. Definitely interesting. worrying all about the small things. The disappeared promise. Hey, this one even had a picture to go with it. N2. So that's N2. I have N5 and N2 so far. Alright. However, though, I should resume from here, because there's a third ending I get very easily. Alright, just kind of need to match this. All the yelling one must do to get attention underground. Which is exactly what we're doing, actually. Alright, after enough yelling there. And we make some promises, a few things forgotten. That's part of the fun. And everything breaks through. Now that's the part I need to be careful. He's going to get the question he's going to try and give me the stone. And the stone I need to make sure to accept this time. Accept it. Do you really need to give it to me? I understand. In exchange, don't go over there. We'll stay here, together. Accepted the night glowstone. Suga-kun? And he goes anyway. Suga-kun, wait! No, don't! The door has been fixed in place, so it won't open. No, don't! As I thought, you can't just do this, Suga-kun! Well, having given the night glowstone to me, how could you go over there? Even though just before Suga-kun told me that his sword was almost done. If I don't call for help, quick, if I don't, Suga-kun, then... I don't know why I can't read this. Anyways, though, do this. Now the same help someone, and we of course can get the same attention we usually do. Experiencing some danger, that's what that says. Are you there? Stay firm. Right now I'll get you out of there. What happened to Suga-kun? Hey, are you alright? I see. I'll come and look. First, please come up from there. Listen, you're coming up. After that, Officer Mochizuki went to look for Suga-kun, but his appearance was not found anywhere. In the caves, only the sword made of night glowstone in a cruelly twisted condition was found. After that, a search for him was performed in the village, but for some reason it was immediately ended. I and Officer Mochizuki felt terribly angry at the village's heartless response, but immediately after he was found. It's unusual for someone who goes missing in the forest for their bodies to be found. I still clearly remember the words whispered by the people of the village at the time of the funeral. To me, who would not leave the small box where he was laid no matter how many days passed, Sakuma-chan said thus. The Katori Abake is still looking for you, Oni-san. Quick, leave this village before you get caught to somewhere far away. And then forget it all, everything that happened in the forest, in this village. That night glowstone you have, Oni-san, wishes to protect you. The voice of the Katori Abake and the voice of that stone I can hear them both, and so... Please, grant that wish of the stone. Grant the wish of the manager. A little after that, I returned back home. Now, I can no longer meet him anymore, and so I need to forget everything, what happened in the forest and in the village. Thinking that, I passed my days. But, on a day of rain suddenly, there are times when the repulsive voice I heard in the forest would raise my ear. Come, 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 come. In that time, I tightly grasped the night glowstone I accepted from Sugon. When I did so, the voice mysteriously receded. I am being protected. Even in death, Sugon is protecting me. A promise that he bequeathed and protected to the end. Each time I feel that, something heavy and cold, mercilessly, would weigh upon my chest. His everything has been taken away. Will I, for my entire life, be holding this in my chest? Forever from now on, without end? Etched in my memory, his appearance the last time I ever saw him. There we go, 3 of 5 endings obtained. Now, there's some casket thing I need to figure out how to do. That's the one piece of this puzzle I don't have fully figured out. It's something which I need to figure out if I want to get the other 2 endings that are probably related to like the best endings in this game. So we need to figure out what the casket minigame is. If we can figure that out, we are ahead of the game. Oh boy, of piecing stuff together. But you know, that's part of the fun. Let me just move some of this about. And the credits do its thing. Close, reposition. I'm opening up the thing with the ending guide to see if I can figure it out. Do not take a certain item, perform the casket moving event. Take a certain item, do not perform the casket moving event. Select don't in the final decision. Alright, so casket moving event. What is that? The item can be taken only while controlling Suga. That's cool. Where the casket moving event has something to do with the room with tons of books at the end. That's not very helpful, to be quite frank. I mean, it kind of is. Kinda. But it's not very helpful. Let me move this over here so I can actually keep my eyes on it. Essentially, it's saying something in the room with the books at the end. There's something I can do involving a casket thing. That's fair. That's telling in some regards, but at the exact same time, that also tells me very little. Which is where the problem here is coming. Something to do with the books at the end. This is going to bother me if I can't figure it out. Gonna let this flash by because I was clicking some stuff. The casket moving event has something to do with the room with the books at the end. The promise he kept. That one had its own picture too. Ending 4. Maybe try moving a shelf. I'm thinking that's what I have to do in the panicky section. Because here's the thing. Here's the tip. It says, take a certain item, do not perform the chest moving casket. So it sounds like I have to do it after I've accepted the item or something. Not before. Like, here's an idea. I saved right here earlier. Maybe there's something I need to do right here. Since he made a promise to return here. And I still have this item. It's definitely related to the Milky White fragment. It's the only thing that kind of makes sense. Are these caskets, is the question. I'm going to try everything I can think of. This is suspicious because it says that the pages are stuck together. They're stuck together so much the pages don't flip. Why are they so tightly stuck together like that? Yeah. One would wonder, right? Shall we try turning the pages now? Oh, this might be it actually. Turn the pages. Upon opening the pages, there was a cavity in it as if it had been hollowed out. There's a key under the cavity. Oh, here we go. Obtained worn out key. I wonder where this key goes if it's not obvious already. Make a save file here at the first one. Alright, let's do this then. It seems like it could be open with a key in hand. Open. Inside we go. There's water inside. The water doesn't seem to have been changed at all, but strangely enough it looks quite pure. An oriental lamp, it seems. An empty bucket. Among the aged objects is an old book of collection of printed paintings. Suga, judging this to have no info, promptly shut the book at once and put it back on the shelf. Hey, yeah, the mask thing they were talking about earlier. There was like some mask thing being thrown around. Anyway, a book has been left here. In order to save the woman, it is necessary to give offerings to a casket on the pedestal with a purified corpse put inside. However, the contents of this casket are incomplete, making it impossible to carry out. Perhaps it is the sole hope that our ancestors, driven by guilty conscience, left behind. In order for the woman to not be completely consumed by the men like demons who destroyed everything in insanity. As long as we don't find the missing part of the corpse, purify it, and restore it to its casket, the hope cannot supplement, even though it's just a tiny fragment. Fragment? A paper concerning old books and documentaries has been left here. Read. The details about the internal structure of the past, Azaka village, seem to have been thoroughly investigated. In the writings concerning the village's self-government and history that reeks of blood, for a crime that the head of the family commits, the identity can be paid only with one's family. Children are assigned a penalty or sold. The women, until they grow old and are thrown away, are required to exhaust their bodies to the village. However, since the prison was deep in the forest, and since those who handled the imprisoned women were almost all men, it can be guessed that the indemnity they paid was especially cruel. These private practices of punishment continued until the forest was blockaded. The women in the forbidden place in the forest were perhaps ones who were held captives in that experience. When I investigated into my ancestors, I came to discover books by my ancestors that wrote about men who have gone crazy with other people's wives. Starting my consideration from there, it can be guessed that the crime of the woman told about in the legend is a false accusation. Oh dear, oh dear. The woman chased by Oni eventually became a yaksha. The children who send his yaksha safe to the Yomi, a Japanese Hades, is missing a fragment, just in order to not fall into the hands of Oni. This place is the soul protection. This place can be, and soul chains keeping it there. Oh my, and double oh my. An Oni mask. A woman mask. A Yakusha mask. I'll come back here, but I'm just kind of looking around first. On the door above, a night glowstone is shining. A Toro type Japanese lantern with a night glow stick inside. The floor there is packed with some writing on it. A Buddhist sutra? Or a Buddhist sutra? What is it praying to? Terrible brutes. A container has been left here. Could this be a casket? Let's put the Milky Way fragment in. That's not what we're supposed to do yet. Guess that's not how we're supposed to do it. We're gonna figure this out. Several graves here. Asura realm. Human realm. Deva realm. Animal realm. Pretra realm. Nakura Hell Realm. Okay, so we're in the right area. Pure clean water inside. Wash the fragment. Here we go. By fragment could perhaps mean this. Purify the small fragment. That's progress. Now, with the fragment, can we stuff that in here? Return the little fragment back into the casket? Yes. Then I'll put it in. Thank you. With this, I can finally get out. So please, take me along. And make me meet my dear mother. Surely, surely, surely. Mother is looking for me. Oh dear. That kid right now, I know him. I met him in the forest when I was little. I see. This kid was always here in order to be his mother. Oh yeah, the kid that told. Yeah, I know who she's talking about. It took me a second. I was like, what kid? And it hit me like right then. Alright. Forward we march. Now then, with the kid taken care of, we have 2 more ending paths to still take. So say right here. Now this is where we need to start yelling for the 2 more endings that we can get now. Oh boy. I've seen this scene a few times, so I'm just making sure there's like no different dialogue now that I have the child with me up until that point. So far it seems mostly the same though. This is the same dialogue from before, so that glowstone outside broke, but this voice is surely of a spirit like those children. Suga-kun? You can't go that way. Even if it's not the Katori Abake, the spirit of that child has come in. Eh? This is a night glowstone. You want me to take it? That glowstone is a protective charm, a purification stone. You can't... Hey, Suga-kun, by giving this to me, what do you intend to do? Beautifully polished night glowstone is giving off light blue light, or a light blue light in Suga's hand. I'll accept it first, I won't accept it. Do you really want to give it to me? I understand. In exchange, don't go over there. We'll stay here together. Accepted the night glowstone. Suga-kun? Suga-kun, wait, no, don't! The door has been fixed in place, so it won't open. No, don't. As I thought, you can't just do this, Suga-kun. Having that glowstone in me, how would you go over there? Even though just before Sugon told me that his sword was almost done. If I don't call for help, Sugon then. Alright, let's try this. If I don't see a sign of difference, I'm going to, of course, just refresh, because maybe I actually didn't do something I was supposed to do. So far it seems pretty much the same. But who knows, maybe a difference will come.